Hello, and welcome to the Hooked on Needles podcast. My name is Maricela, or Mari if you prefer. And today is August 31st, 2017. And this is episode 17. Wow, 17, guys. I just wanted to say thank you to all of you that have subscribed. I really and greatly appreciate it. And if this is your first time, I hope you enjoy it and you will subscribe. So, yay! It has been a very busy and stressful week for me this week. I hadn't really mentioned anything before, but my husband and I are looking to buy our first home, and it can get pretty stressful. We thought we found it, then we decided maybe not. Stuff came up that, we just couldn't overlook, and so we had to walk away from that one. So we will be back on looking, and hopefully soon we will find the one. And we're not rushing or anything. We're taking our time. Where we are right now, we're good, it's not like we're having to be in a rush and feel like we need to get out already or anything like that. So yeah, but like I said, husband has been wanting to get a house for quite a while actually, and I have been the one who's most hesitant because it's a big thing, but also, I think it would be okay for us to get a house. So we're looking, so wish us luck. But anyways, because I have been busy running around with the house stuff and, trying to figure stuff out, I haven't really had a lot of time to craft this week. So I don't have a lot of finished objects or much to show you, but I did want to put out a video since, I did want to do a video every week this month. For my 1 year of having started these videos. Excuse me. So let's jump in. I have my one finished object is this little baby hat. Finished that for the Clicking for Babies. And that's it. That's all I have for finished objects. That was my grand finished object. But I am working on another one. That can be our segue into works in progress. I am working on another one. And I am attempting to do the jogless stripes right there. It's a tutorial I found on Very Pink Knits. But you can't see the jog too much, but I feel like you can see this line happening there. I don't know, maybe it's just me. So I am trying to make it not too obvious, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm being successful or not. But yeah, so I have this one in the works, and I am hoping to make at least two more. I am hoping to have at least 5 done by the deadline. And so far I have these 2 that are done, and like I said, this is my 3rd, and I hope to finish 2 more before then. So yay. And I'm still working on my socks from my Hermione's Everydays. I honestly haven't touched them since last week. They have been here just sitting there waiting for me. I haven't moved the markers or anything, just been waiting. I don't remember if I mentioned last week, but I had been talking to Cody from Cody Knits, and he has been great encouraging me to keep up with this. And he had told me, once you get the longer cables, you will enjoy it, and he was totally right. I have enjoyed it a lot more since I got the longer cable. So if you are kind of wanting to make 2 at a time socks, I highly recommend that you get the longer cable, because it really does make a difference. Like, you would think it doesn't because it's only a couple more inches, but it really does. So yeah, I really have been enjoying these. I'm not sure if they will get any love in the next couple of weeks, but I hope they do. And so that is something to look forward to once I'm done. Tomorrow is September, and so my son will be opening another bag of sock yarn, but I'm like, eek, because I have, I think, 2 of them that I haven't even begun. So I kind of want to say, you know what, let's skip September, but he gets so excited, so I don't know. Like, if I want to tell him, you know what, no bag this month, and then he's going to be like, but Mom, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll just let him open it, and then I'll just, you know, put it in the basket that are meant to be worked up. I did, though, I'm very excited about this one. I did do 2 whole repeats of this. I was really mad at it because I had to rip back, but I love it. I have really enjoyed getting to work on this again. It is a top for my daughter. The mesh layering tank. So I was trying to kind of organize the little craft room I have down here, and I was trying to keep everything together. Like this it's in this book, by the way. I was keeping everything together, thinking that, you know, I wasn't going to misplace anything, but apparently I did. So I misplaced my, what's it called? Where I was keeping track of my repeats. And I couldn't remember if I had just finished my 13th repeat or if I was about to begin the 13th repeat. I don't remember, and I can't tell. So I'm going with, I was about to begin a 13th repeat. So I am now on I just finished my would-be 14th, possibly 15th. But I have 1 more repeat to go, and then I will start doing the sleevey tops. The sleeves, I guess. Even though it doesn't have sleeves, like just, you know, the tank part of it. So yeah, and I'm really excited, like I said, because I really did enjoy working on it. I got mad that I was mad at it because it's like my first lace project that I have ever done, and even though it takes a lot of concentration and focus, it's totally worth it because it's so pretty. And I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but let me find that. Yeah, around here in this area, I did mess up. I ended up having 2 stitches too many and then missing 2 stitches. I don't know. I usually count at least 2 times just to make sure that I am not missing any stitches because it is lace. And I don't know what happened there. I was missing 2 stitches, so I added 2. And then when I was done with that round, I ended up with 2 extra stitches. And I was like, what just happened? So anyways, I don't know. It just happened during 1 repeat. And then, and it was like the second half of it. So I wasn't going to rip back just for 2 stitches. When I ripped back, it was because it was like a long line that you could totally tell was messed up. But 2 little stitches is not gonna do much harm. So I'm just leaving that in, and I'm gonna continue. And like I said, I am hoping to finish. My daughter's birthday is in the next 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, it will be her birthday. And so I really want to be done with it by then. She is going to get her Hufflepuff boomerang shawl that I made her from me, and then we got her a couple of other things. She's really into K-pop right now. And yeah, that's actually kind of funny because she was like, Mom, so would you want to learn a K-pop dance with me? Because she's been dancing her little butt off. And I was like, what? what do you mean if I want to learn a dance with you? And she's like, yeah, because there's, this chorus part, and so they dance. Will you learn it with me? And I was like, whatever, sure. And I just said it like, yeah, okay. Like, not really I'm gonna learn this. But then she was like, okay, Mom, let's learn it. So I learned a little chorus to a K-pop song, guys. I did. And so she was actually like, I don't know if she was, laughing about it or whatever, but we were doing it and she was like, you're doing so good. And I am not that great of a dancer. So I was really like, whatever. So anyways, I enjoyed it because I was spending time with her and we were goofing off and stuff. But I mean, some of those, it's like, what? What do you mean I'm supposed to do that? Like, that's weird. So anyways, I thought that was funny. That is something we did. And so now she wants me to learn a different dance from a different group. And I'm just learning the chorus. I'm not learning the whole dance because I'm like, that's just too much for this brain. But yeah, so she's really into BTS. If some of you out there know what that is. And so she really wants me to learn one of their choreography, and I was laughing because she showed it to me, and my son actually knows it just because she watches the video so often that he's like, oh yeah, Mom, you just have to do this and that, and he puts all this like energy and attitude into it, and I'm like, little 7-year-old, what's wrong with you? But anyway, so that may be something we end up doing, all three of us, is learning that chorus. And so yeah. Anyways, that's something funny. And then changing the subject, I was chatting with Megan from Toe Creations the other day. And she was like, so how's that baby blanket coming? And I was like, haha, it's not. She's like, what? I was like, yeah, I am procrastinating as much as I can. And she was like, come on, you have to put a couple rows in there. And I was like, So as we were chatting, I decided to go ahead. So thank you, Megan, for getting me to pick it up again. And I marked where I started. So that is quite a bit of distance I added. Yay, a couple rows. And I am hoping to go visit a friend later today, and hopefully we will have some knitting time together and I can put a couple more rows in because yeah, and I think this is only going to be like a third of the way, so I have quite a bit more to do. So I'm thinking maybe, like I said, just doing a couple rows a night really does help. And I've actually I put a couple rows in while I was chatting with Megan, and then every night, little boy reads, and so while he's reading, he reads to me, and then I'll sit there and I'll do a couple rows. So yeah, and then funny story about little boy and reading. It's his school's book fair this week, and it started last Friday, and so I took him to the book fair because he had his list or whatever. And, we gave him a budget. We were like, okay, stay within this. And, you can get as many books as this much allows you. And he was like, okay. So we went. He got 3 books. But then he's really been into Eerie Elementary books. And it's like a little series. I think they're on book 6. But he got one of their books last year at last year's book fair, and so he really, really enjoyed them. So we were hoping to find some more books over, at this book fair, some more from the series, but they didn't have any. So I went on Amazon, good old Amazon, and I found the rest of the books. We had bought him 2 last year. So we bought him the rest on Amazon. They got delivered. And he was so funny because he just would not put the book down. Like, he, you know, got the next one to that he is on, and he would not put it down, and we were about to eat dinner, and he's like walking around the house, just walking to the dinner table with his book in his hand. And I was just like, you need to put the book down because we're about to eat dinner. He's like, would it be rude if I read while I eat? Because it's educational. And I was like, no, it is not okay for you to read at the table. And then I was laughing because my daughter was like that. When she was younger, she loved to read. She got really into the Percy Jackson books. And every time one came out, she was like, Mom, please, I saved my money. Can we please get the book? And I was like, okay, you saved the money. Go ahead. But they both really like reading, and I think I've mentioned I am not the best reader, and I do not read as often as I should. So it makes me really happy that they both really enjoy reading. So anyways, but because he wouldn't put the book down, he has to write on his reading log every night. And I actually had to hide his books because little boy just kept wanting to read all of the new books. And I understand, but I'm like, you have to limit yourself also because we have to put the log, you know, with the log when you read. So yeah, I had to hide his books. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but he completely finished, I think it's 6 books. So now I actually have them hidden over here. So he's like, Mom, where are my books? So he finished 4. And then, so this is 5 and 6. And they're just little books, you know. But he really enjoyed them. And so I am keeping them hostage behind the yarn. And yeah, so he will be getting his book 5 this like tonight because he's done with the other ones. And yeah, I just thought that was hilarious that I have to hide my son's books from him because otherwise he's just going to read all of them so quickly. But yeah, so I think that's all I have for you guys today. It is not a very long episode. I appreciate you guys sticking through with me. If you haven't yet, please subscribe and give me some thumbs up and click the button down there as well. I really hope you're all doing well. Hope you're having a less stressful week than I have had. But if not, you know what? It's fine. Just breathe through it and shake it off because sometimes that's just what you got to do. But yeah, so thank you guys again and hasta la próxima.